Hey, what's up? Welcome to the road to 100K per month building AI agents and automations. This video series is going to be me documenting my journey, and hopefully that gives you guys some value as well, learning from my mistakes, brainstorming different unique ideas to overcome my problems and our team's problems to get to that 100K per month mark. So, in this video, I'm basically going to break down the current situation that I'm in right now. Who do I have on my team? Which sort of assets do I have? And what is the plan to get to 100K per month? Because that might seem a little bit blurry. And as we go through this series, we'll also pivot into different strategies, and I'll share you what worked, which mistakes that I did, and everything like that. This video is not going to be as structured as some of the other videos. It's more me brainstorming ideas and problem solving essentially. So hopefully it's going to be a little bit easier for me to make these videos, but still give a lot of value. So, since we're starting, I want to, and this is episode number one, I definitely want to start in my current situation. Like, how much are we making right now? What is this spot right here? And why am I doing the change? So, I think we're going to start with that. Why am I doing this change? Well, first off, you can see that I have one YouTube channel that is called AI Andy. The AI Andy YouTube channel right now is almost at 200,000 subscribers. And if we look out of the 365 days that I've used on this channel, you can see that we have been laying quite flat all the way from 2 years ago where I started. I'll show you exactly now. This is the moment that we started this YouTube channel, and that was in March 14, or a little bit earlier, March 9th, 2023. And this was a quite fun time for me at the moment of time that I did it, because I had just quit my or fired everyone from my previous business, and I wanted to go all in with AI, because that is really what I am the most interested in at the moment. I couldn't see myself, or I could see myself waking up, seeing new AI tools, and then just looking at the new AI tools, figuring out how it works, and then teaching it on my YouTube channel. But obviously, it wasn't that straightforward. We tried AI news. We tried viral AI videos where we tried to hit number one and hundreds of thousands of views. But what we actually found worked the best for us was YouTube SEO. And the reason for that was, with SEO, you're targeting search audiences. Basically, people on YouTube that goes on search and they try to look for a video that is a tutorial, maybe a comparison video or a review, to decide if they want to buy. And the great part about SEO content was that our YouTube videos, if we make one, it has a longevity. Just match those words together. So this is SEO content. I'll show you an example in a minute, that it gains views even 3 years later. And to me, this is a really awesome content strategy. There aren't many other places that you can go, maybe besides blogging very high quality pillar articles that last 3 years after you put in the initial effort. So this is what we did with SEO, and it has been working really well because I don't have to bust myself so hard every single day caring about that one video, if that video goes viral or not. I don't really care, because with SEO content you can post and then it has a really long longevity over the long term. So it doesn't really matter how it performs in one day, if it performs really well over 3 years. So this is what we figured out was the best idea to go with the main channel. SEO content targeting really hardcore SEO keywords. And if you guys want to talk about that in the future, that is fine. We also tried to do viral content, but what we found with viral content is that every time you post it, you might get something like 20,000 views in the first order consequence. But after that, because it's more news related, it dies out. And in 3 years, that video is gone forever. That is the same that we figured out with news content as well. The quote unquote viral strategy. And I don't really like this one. You have to always stay on top of everything. You always have to be the first to come out with new content. And it's quite a tedious process, to be honest. And I really fell in love with SEO, creating really really valuable content that can last for a long time. So this was the main strategy that we did on the AI Andy channel for quite a long time. And you can see this if we go here, we go to, for example, see more. I'll just restate the calendar here. So we go from March 2023. Let me just change that. So let's go from the starting point of the YouTube channel itself. Here we go. And yeah, I went viral basically within 3 weeks. I made a video about how Siri could become Jarvis, and that video took off like crazy, and that essentially just kicked off the entire YouTube channel. But that's not what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show is the search traffic was the main indicator that we're looking for. And you can find that here in YouTube search. When we focused on this heavily, you can see here that the total where we basically tried to rank for all the best keywords and everything, that gained us quite a lot of searches per month. And again, it was a great strategy, but it started going down. And let me tell you why. Essentially, the channel right now is at a point where I'm not really that happy with it. And the main reason for that is that I have created all different types of videos. So I made videos that are about, for example, Google AI Studio, which is a AI software, really cool. That one got 500,000 views. And the audience is splitting, is the real thing. You can see this one is how to create a news channel with ChatGPT. This one also is from 2023, still has longevity. Then it's like image generator, stop using Midjourney free. How to learn any language with ChatGPT. This one as well, made Jarvis in real life. This one, another image generator. This is a video generator. This is an image generator, image and social media AI automation. So you can see that my audience is essentially split up into all these different sub niches. And I've done this in the past as well. So if you don't know, I've been doing YouTube for 10 years now. And essentially what happens is, if this is image, that somebody is interested in image, somebody is interested in vid, but then you have the other audience that are more interested in new tools. So in this case, they're more of an AI enthusiast, and they don't necessarily really need to learn how to use them. They're more interested in what is new. And so that's a different audience there as well. Then we have obviously the news people. And the news people, they might not even be interested so much in how to use the tool as much as if the tool is doing well and they can do investments in it. It's a higher level audience that has higher level goals that essentially are wealth preservation. So you have this audience, and then we have the audience of automations and agents. And this has been a very juggly thing to try to please. So for the last 2 months to a year, it's essentially for me, the way that I figure out how to make content is essentially we just try to target a keyword that are within some of these areas and then just hope and pray that it goes viral, quote unquote, and then it hits the search, and then the search brings it out 1 or 2 years in the future. But you might see the problem already, which is that we have automation boys, and you can call them AI builders. You have news people that necessarily don't care about starting their own business or entrepreneurship. They're more about wealth preservation, new tools, this one as well. And you have the video creators, and the video creators probably want to either make a YouTube channel, post content on social media, and they might want to start their own business as well. But there's also a second segment within the video, which is they might just care about making films, right? So you can see how this audience is splitting as well. And what is happening really with the current YouTube meta, as you will, is that there are channels, and there's so much competition on YouTube right now that we have channels all around filmmaking, right? Then you might have seen faceless YouTube content like AI video, and they have entire channels dedicated to only that. And then you have, for example, UGC ads, which I made a video about recently, and I thought, wow, this is a great keyword. I think a lot of people are going to love this video. I did all I could to make that video go viral, and it didn't perform so well. And then my friend sent me, hey, bro, there are tons of channels that are only focusing about AI UGC. And he showed me a YouTube channel. I saw, oh my God, all of these videos are getting a lot of views. And it's because they're doubling down. They are really going into the niche of the niche. So for the people that are doing filmmaking, I feel I can't compete. The people doing faceless AI video, I feel like I can't compete there as well. And for the UGC ads as well, I feel I can't compete there either. Because I'm not doubling down. I'm not going the extra mile, going, hey, I made a new UGC ad, but I didn't try to sell it to somebody. And so the people that have tried to sell it to somebody, they have 1 degree extra of knowledge that I don't have, because I'm not interested in going that deep, right? So do you guys understand where it's coming from now? The realization is that we need to go deeper on one topic and stick with that topic for a long time. This is something I wanted to avoid in the beginning because I really wanted to check out all the new music tools as well. I wanted to check out all the new image tools, the new video tools, the new news that is coming out, and I wanted to be everything in the AI niche. But as competition grows and as videos get better and better for those specific people that are doing those specific niches, competition kind of crushes out the what is it called, the master of none. So that's kind of where we are stuck now, where we aren't really a master of anything. We haven't really selected the niche of the niche. And so that is really why I'm doing this. And so the niche that I wanted to go into and the journey that I wanted to take, and this took a long time, a lot of meditation and reflection, was agent building. Agent building as well as automation. And I'll show you a video right now going over basically the first video I made, or this was one of the second videos that I made that was called This Social Media AI Automation. And
take a look at this.
This was a video that we got from Make because they were coming up to us to say, hey, do you want sponsored content? And so we've done many sponsor videos with Make.com. And to me, it was always quite fun. is essentially trying to build out this automation that does this thing for you. If you played, oh, my editor is just crushing it, huh?
Step number 2, set up Google Sheets and Perplexity.
Oh, I love you, Hamflix.
The reason we...
So you see here that we're trying to build something that does something automated. And this video is 8 months old. So I got bitten by the bug of creating automations actually far way back, where I started playing this game called Factorio. If you haven't played this game yet, I highly recommend it. It's one of the best games that I ever played when it comes to automations. And what happens in this game is that you try to make, for example, you have this land that you have copper ore, you have silver ore, you have all different kinds of ore, and you have machines that can extract the ore, put it on a conveyor belt, and then feed it into a machine that turns that ore into an ingot. And then you turn that ingot into springs and then electrical circuits. Then you pull it into the science and you upgrade more and more and more. You can build a factory that is ridiculously huge, that creates everything automatically for you. And I just got bitten by the bug so hard. This factory. This is another game. This is the second game that they created. Maybe you heard about this one as well. And this is the same thing. You have ore, you get a miner that mines the ore, and then essentially it pulls it into a machine that starts creating things for you. And you can see the entire machine just start doing a lot of different things for you. And so to me, this is really the game. And instead of copper ore, what we found is that you can, for example, use a scraper that scrapes all of social media, and you can get the idea, right? And then you can put the idea onto the assembly line. Then that idea goes into, for example, the script writing machine that turns that idea into a script. That then goes into a voiceover machine that turns it into a voiceover. And then we could split it up into 15 different videos, smash those together, and essentially you have a full short video. And so I've been kind of interested in it for a very long time. But again, I was scared to go all in. I was scared to stop doing all the fun things that I was doing because, you know, with 11 Labs, there was one video I did viral that was about 11 Labs because they have a new, or there's a new tool essentially coming out with 11 Labs. You might have seen it right there. It was called Dia, and it was the best voiceover tool that I ever heard. So I made a video on it because it's just fun and it's something new and it's something better than anybody or anything else that I've tried before. And so I wanted to make a video on that, right? But this is a continual circle of I have to wait for a new thing to come out and then I have to talk about it. It's like me sitting here and just waiting and just going, oh, that's the one. I can do a video on that now. But I don't have any kind of system or format to basically outcompete myself, because this one came out and now this one is about AI. This one is about AI audio, TTS, text to speech. And so you might see the separate audiences there as well. We got 1,400 subscribers that all really care about AI TTS. And so if I show them anything else now, and again, I'm not going to restate myself too many times, but you guys understand where I'm coming with this. So that was a long-winded way of saying this is why we're basically, let me brainstorm about it, exactly what we're going to do with the main channel. But the main thing is that we need to focus, and the focus needs to be around automations and agent building. So that's basically this decision that I've made, to go all in on building automations, because it really is more fun than just checking out normal AI tools. And there are also opportunities here to check out new AI tools that come out. There are many agent builders, and there are many different tools that do different things that might be easier for the customer. So that is the current situation. So we've started a little bit going into what I want to call the start and the beginning of the automation. Um, what is it called? The automation story, or the road to 100K per month. So you might be wondering, how do we plan to get to this level here? So here, currently, right now, we're making around 20K per month, and this is entirely due to sponsors. Now, not entirely, there are other things as well, but I'll show you monetize. Monetize, we are now at 20K per month, and this is due to sponsors. Spons. So sponsors have actually been fantastic, and we made 20K per month for the entirety of 2024. If you check our monthly stats, I can actually show you. This is in the KPI tracking tool. You see that we got 17,000 in January, 16, 17, 20, 20, 14, 32, 11, 11, 21, 4, 48. So it ended up being around $240,000, which is $20,000 a month. When you check the 2025 as well, it's just continuously going 20K a month, 20K a month, 20K a month. It just continues 20K a month. So it feels like also we've hit a limit of the 20K per month basically framework. I don't think that we're going to be able to hit more than 20K a month unless we raise the views. But if we want to raise the views, we need to make less content that are more polished, less that fits the entire audience of 200K, right? So it becomes a really hard kind of math problem to see, okay, my audience loves everything that comes in with AI, so let me make a video about everything. Yeah, it's quite hard. So with the 20K sponsors, essentially that one is like the sponsors have been our boss for a very long time, and our audience is also our boss, and they will be happy to tell us if we're doing good, if we're doing bad. And so with 20K a month from sponsors, I feel like we hit the cap. I don't think that we can really scale to anything beyond 20K when it comes to sponsorships, especially on the content that I create right now. There would be a separate strategy that when we start making more viral content, which takes less videos per month, more packaging and figuring out better ideas, we could hit sponsors up to a decent level, like a higher level, but it is on the sacrifice of the content that I want to create as well. Because sponsors, they come in and they might be a really good tool. And that's a principle of mine. Like, we only make videos about sponsors we really care about. But one of the sponsors might be a really cool company. Like, for example, let me not plug in, nobody's paying me for this. But you can see that this one is like a CRM. And this one is like an image generator. And then this one is like a call thing, like an AI agent that can call people on the phone. And so we gone further down into, if I really want to stand out, I would have to go down on one thing and then try to make viral videos just around that. And that could work in any of them, by the way. If I just double down on, for example, image generation, if I double down on music generation, or any of them, it could be a good channel. But the one that we've chosen is automations and agents. Am I just restating the same thing again and again? Anyways, we've reached the cap of 20K per month. There isn't really much more that I can do in this area. And so like you saw, 20K a month, 20K a month, 20K a month. It just doesn't stop. We can't really reach higher. I'm also just waiting for new sponsors to make more content, to wait for them to respond, a lot of revisions. And I love my sponsors, and they've helped me really far in this first phase. But yeah, I think it's time to go over to the next phase, which really is the 100K a month agents. So, how can we reach 100K a month? Well, I want to show you some proof right away so you can understand where I'm coming from here. And so, if you go inside of school.com, and I want to take a look at this as well, we're currently at 45 members, which is quite low, but we actually did try quite a bit to help people use AI tools. I'll maybe share a little bit more about that in a minute or in the next video. But if you check out the top communities in school, the schoolers and the school games, and if you go into all time and if you click on tech, you might see some interesting names. The first one that is noted is Nate Herc. He's currently making around $124,000 per month. Jack Roberts as well might be a name that you know. He's currently making $83,000 per month. Stephen G. Pope, one of my favorite automators, no-code architects, $80,000 per month. Then you have Drake as well with AI Foundations, making $71,000 per month. If we go even further down, you have David Andre, which I really like for AI coding and AI agent building. I'm not really even sure what he's doing right now. He's like making softwares, but he's still at $42,000 per month. And that leaves me thinking like, oh, I'm at this 20K opportunity, and then I can now step up to a new opportunity that has proven people and agent builders creating agents and automations that equal the amount of value to around $100,000 per month. So that leaves us a new goal. You can see all the channels. And I was wondering, whoa, if they are making somewhere around $100,000 per month, what was the strategy that they did to get there? And for me, I went out and I checked out all their YouTube channels. I checked out Jack, and I actually checked out Jack way before when he was the first month when he started posting on YouTube, the first month that he started on school. And the only thing that he did was to make an automation, make a video about it, and send people to school. So that is like one of the hidden secret sauces here that took me 1 year to learn, I guess, is basically number one, build an agent or automation and then share. And when I mean share, that is share the video, like make a video about it, build a cool automation, build a cool agent, and then share that automation and share that agent. If you go, for example, to Nate Herc as well, this is exactly his strategy as well. Nate Herc. When you look at his videos, you can see that the main strategy is essentially make an agent, share about the agent, make another agent, share about that agent again. And basically for the last 6 months, he had just been building an agent and then sharing that agent, building another agent, and then sharing that agent. This seems to be the winning strategy. So that is really the plan going forward, building agents and sharing them on the channel. So that is really the current plan. I want to double down on the AI builders. So let's write that down. AI agent builders. And for the AI agent builders, what we're going to focus on is to First of all, we're going to make agents and then we're going to share the agents. But the other part is that many of these are also entrepreneurs. So, number one is AI agent builders, and the second one is entrepreneurs. There are many entrepreneurs right now that want to build agents to do work for them. There is also the entrepreneurial side is like a lot of automations that you can instantly add to your workflow or to your processes, and it can shrink down the time that you are time that you're taking to do meaningful work. So essentially, that is the plan so far. We're going to build cooler AI agents and automations, and then we're going to share it on the channel. We're going to target agent builders, that is the main target, and we're going to target the entrepreneurs. This is more of a people that might not have their own business yet, and they're trying to start some sort of side hustle, like, for example, an AI automation agency. I've thought about the agency word quite a bit the last couple of months because agency is fine, like the AI automation agency is like a triple A, right? And I was like, if I really want to teach people how to make an agency, I better do it myself because I don't really teach stuff that I don't do myself. So there might be either that we'll have to start some sort of agency, but for me, it really doesn't make any sense because the agencies cap out at 20K a month. So if we try to do an agency, that takes also like 80% of work. So you have to have a team. The team needs to do work, and you have to be the quality inspector unless you hire somebody really, really good. But essentially, agency takes so much more work than, for example, the second model, which is the 20%, which is just template builders or blueprint boys, blue builders. So that's like the second way that you can start making a lot of money with this if you are an entrepreneur and if you want to start yourself. I believe that the blueprint builders has a way higher leverage over the agency model because you can start creating content. You can start creating content, for example, on YouTube, and then you put them into a school community, and everyone is happy. You don't have to tell anybody that, hey, you can start an AI agency. Because I don't really think that's the best model. Or like, if you want to get to 20K, hey, that's fine. But if you really want to get to 100K, I don't think that this is really the way to go about it. If you want to get money fast, I think the agency model is quite fine. But once you get to, say 5 clients that all are on monthly recurring, then you can't really take on more clients. And when you cannot take on more clients, basically all your income is capped. And then you have to figure out a new model. And the new model really is, blueprint builder or content creator to scale yourself far beyond what an agency can do. So I haven't really been, I'm not really concise if I want to teach how to make an agency. Even though I think that I can help somebody close sales, I can give them the offer, and I can get somebody to make a lot of money with agencies. But again, I really don't want to teach it that much if I'm not doing it myself, because somebody else that are running an agency, they're going to be far superior to me teaching it because they are doing it every single day. And they have the details and the nuance that I don't have if I don't have an agency myself. Do you guys get what I mean? It's like asking some random dude about football advice, and he's going to tell you a lot of things, but is he Messi? No. So if Messi teaches you, that is a hell of a lot better than any random dude. And we definitely want to learn from the best. So I believe, and this is where brainstorming comes out. I kind of like this. This is where the really goal is. I want to become the number one automation builder. So this is number one. This is me right here on top of this podium holding a little metal that says number one agent builder. Number one agent builder. If I can just reach that, I think that then everything will be a lot easier. And the plan so far is really build automations that are cooler than anyone else on the market, and then share those automations and agents to people through my Skool community. And this video is getting longer than I expected, but let's do the math real quick. So the math here is currently we have a $47 a month Skool community. And here also I would love to talk to you about pricing plan, but we have a free 7 days. And I would be happy to talk about why we're doing free instead of just directly paid. But yeah, currently we have the free 7 days to a $47 a month Skool. And so we're not going to get $100,000 just from 47 a month. Let's see what the calculator is saying. So for the calculator, if we really want to reach $100,000 per month, 1, 2, 3 divided by 47, that means that we need to have 2,127 members. And that is quite hard. So the second thing we need to do is to have a high ticket, 580, that is high ticket. And for the 5,800, we haven't planned out what the high ticket offer is yet. But if we do that math, it's a lot easier. So if we do 1,000 or 100,000 divided by 5,800, all we need is 17 members. 17 members per month. And so if we get someone something around, let's see how many per year, 17 times 12. Yeah, we need around 200 members for the high ticket to get to $100,000 per year. So it's going to be a combination between the low ticket and the high ticket. I feel like the $47 per month can give away all the blueprints, the live coaching on Mondays, and more calls coming there. And then for the high ticket, it can be the people that want the extra mile. They want to start their own business. They want to start their own maybe content creation. I'm not sure about the agency stuff, but there are people that are willing to pay for a lot of things. So we just have to figure out who that is, how we can give value to them, how we can put an offer up of 5,800 that is something that they will just buy without thinking about it because it's just so good for them. And that has been the and that is still up in the sky because we are going to care about the low ticket first. So this one is not available currently, but we have a lot of ideas of people that don't want to set up the automations themselves. They don't want to set up the agents themselves. They don't want to manage the agents themselves. And so there is a lot of value that we can have to give away for the potential $5,800 clients. And even long term, I want to have something like 23K every 6 months. So this one is the mastermind, and this one includes, for example, a resort in Thailand where we come together 2 times per year to brainstorm on how to win. And that's my dream as well, to get people out into Thailand, in Phuket, for example, to have a incredible mastermind together and showing them around Thailand and sitting on the beach, but also doing handstands and working out and eating the best food of our entire life. So you might have seen the plan there. That is going to be essentially the first video of this series. We're going to try for the 47 a month. This one we're hitting heavy right now. This one is really, really important because we are stopped doing a lot of sponsors because we're going all in on agents. Secondly, we're going to start selling the high ticket once we find enough clients that might need some extra bonuses that we'll figure out that time instead of trying to force an offer on them. And then lastly, for the people that are taking it to the next level and actually start making a lot of money, the $23,000 every 6 months. So that in a nutshell is the first episode of Road to 100K per month, building AI agents and automations. Hopefully you like this transparency. It's a new style of video that I haven't done before. So yeah, that breaks everything down from our current situation, the plan that we have in the future, and where everything is going to go. There's so much more that I can talk about, but I guess that should be left off in a second video. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and let's hit this 100K a month. All right, peace.